Nice thing is you can run through this water without losing stamina, which I still think might be a bug that they never fixed. But in any case, I don't quite have the levels, so there's no point in going back. Let's move forward and heal up, because I can't remember if there's an invasion here or not, and I think there might be. Because I remember getting invaded my first playthrough here. So yeah, rapier users, dangerous as usual. And that's bad. Yeah. And it just killed itself. And I got the souls for it, so... Fantastic. So that's the way you do that. That's fine, I'd rather be unnumbered here anyway, because sometimes people like to invade here. Because people are kind of dicks. So like I said before, this area is kind of a bitch to run through. Mostly because it's grave wardens, and they're not fun. Now, if this NPC dropped anything, it would be over here. I don't think the Grave Warden followed me, so all seems safe on that front, though my frames are definitely dropping because I'm on this cliff. Well, if that invader dropped anything, I'm never getting it. And I do certainly have a level now. Right. So far, so good. These guys aren't so weak as to die in one hit, even with my buff. Hey, he got me. Good for him. You're done. I am indeed getting shot at, so... Really? Around the corner, this guy. Real professional. Done. Don't even think there's anything down here aside from this guy. This is just for funsies. And funsies it was. Alright. Our archer guy's still there, probably shooting at me. Certainly is. Made the jump. Harder than it looks, I tell you. No one here this time. What there is instead is this guy. And him. He's not very good at his job, so we're just gonna lay him off. Alright. Here's where I ran my head against the wall for the next few hours. This fight's real. And not only is it real, but it's also very tough. There's an item in this arena I'm going to completely ignore until I've dealt with this boss. Damn it. You just heal up. That full health is going to become very useful in this fight. This guy has some interesting combos too I'm going to have to watch out for. Including Mr. Kicks. Ooh! There's the shoulder charge. I think he's entered phase 2. Okay, here's where he's an absolute beast. Here's where you take one swing at a time. Because if you take more than one swing at a time, you get kicked. His combo keeps going. Here we go. Shoulder charge. Nope, kick. There's the shoulder charge. Okay, full health. Damn it, I rolled too bad. Damn it, where's my rolls? What happened? Like, I was stuck there, I wasn't moving, I was pressing roll. Like, what actually happened? I shouldn't have died there. I shouldn't have died there at all. Like, any of those frames where I was standing up could have been a roll, and none of them were. I'm pretty sure you could have heard me mashing that button too, and nothing was coming out. I hit it once, nothing happened. And then I started mashing it because nothing happened, and nothing happened. So I'm gonna blame my controller on that one, because that probably actually was my controller. For the first time ever, my controller may have actually got me killed. And not just me. Matter of fact, I don't even think it was my controller. I think it was my computer. My computer may have just like minimized the game or something for like a brief second, and for some reason kicked use of my controller out of my hands. Because it does that. Alright. We're good. Full health. We got this. I'm not even that concerned about my souls. I can afford to be a little bit I didn't walk. Give it a miss. Block that, even though I probably shouldn't have. That's a grab. Oh, he's in phase 2. There's the shoulder charge that I'm worrying myself about. There we go. This is a good time to not heal up, apparently. Okay, I did block the second hit. Damn it, I swung too slow. And there goes my frame rate. Okay, that destroyed my stamina. And I just got hit. Double drink. There's the shoulder charge. There's the big boot. There's the kick. Where is my frame rate? Alright, heal up. up again. Actually dodged it, okay. I got him. He just needs to not combo me. He's done. Sorry there, Iudex Gundyr. You got me the one time, but I'm afraid this is goodbye. He's no longer Iudex Gundyr, by the way. He's now Champion Gundyr. The real hero we deserved. So 2 times, that's actually the least amount of times it's taken me for that boss. He is quite annoying. Like, you probably noticed, he is a lot faster than what he was in the tutorial. His second phase, basically, if you're not taking it 1 hit at a time, you just end up dead. There's really almost no room for 2-hitters in there. Because he has an answer for every 2-hit string, pretty much. And the answer is usually the big boot. Alright, so now we're heading up to where Firelink Shrine should be. And there's nothing over there, so let's not bother. As you can tell, the frame rate worse than the game over here. That hasn't changed. Also on the list of stuff that hasn't changed, Black Knights. In endgame areas? No way. It's almost like they belong here. He's probably dead. Yeah, he's gone. And that has triggered his march. I'm gonna see if I can sneak up on this guy. This one's a little bit dangerous. Real danger though is fighting 2 at once, which can very easily happen back here. So as I said before, these guys, they have a counter for a lot of situations. Goodbye. He thought he'd launch me into the air. I thought I'd just hit him once and kill him. Clearly one of our plans went through and his wasn't the one that went through. Alright. I think there's like 2 more Black Knights in this area. First of which is a particularly dangerous spot right here. Thankfully he's an idiot. There's his launcher. Goodbye. No item. Damn shame. Though I do get the Hornet Ring. Which I can't remember if it was in Dark Souls 1, but it certainly was in Dark Souls 2. It boosts critical attacks, such as backstabs. It's kind of useful. But I'm not sure I'd want to replace anything I'm wearing right now for it. I'd honestly prefer a raw damage boost than a crit boost. Goodbye. Goodbye. That almost ended poorly for me. So there's the Black Knight shield. And here's the weapon I beat the game with on my first playthrough. It's the Chaos Blade. And I believe it's the same as previous versions of Dark Souls. It's just a higher damage Uchi Katana with life sap when you hit stuff to kind of counterbalance the damage output. I used that against the final boss, believe it or not. Well, mostly because the final boss, I really felt I needed the extra damage because I was really like getting about halfway down through him and then just dying. And the extra damage really did help. Because the final boss of this game is quite dangerous. Like, he's pretty much the reason you're going to want the 15 flask build. More or less. He actually justifies the use of all 15. Because he is quite aggressive. The final box is like Iudex Gundyr with a faster weapon. And there goes my frame rate. I knew it was going to happen. Knew it. I've only been going for 47 minutes. That's fine. I wasn't planning to go too much farther anyway in today's session. I've got stuff to do. Like I said, it was going to be a shorter hour-long session. If I can get 2 videos out of this, that's fine. I'm at 47 minutes right now. I'll go for 55 minutes to an hour. 10 more minutes. So anyways, we're back to Firelink. Should be able to completely ignore my frame rate issue for now. Hey, I see a giant tree. Where are the odds that drops? Okay, I think the Ring of Steel Protection's in New Game Plus over here. Because I definitely remember there being an item here, and it's not there right now. So apparently you can parkour up onto this rooftop here, and people have left notes there. But they either patched that out, or I'm not smart enough to parkour my way up there. So there's no way onto the roof in this version of Firelink. Sadly. Speaking of things that aren't in this version of Firelink. Well, light for one. And also NPCs. But though the real prize of doing the optional boss, right here, Coiled Sword Fragment, which I believe I will now just have on my hotbar forever. It's an infinite homeward bone. That's all it is. There should be a passage here. Where our Firekeeper was, or not our Firekeeper, our Priest was. The Eyes of a Firekeeper. What an odd item. And that is the item you need to get the second ending of the game. Also known as the End of Fire ending. Alright. We also have the Blacksmith Hammer here. So you don't have to kill the Blacksmith for it this time. And I think that's really all there is in this area. There's nothing else. The only thing left here is something I missed my first time around.
Well, fancy that.
The Shrine Maiden's here.
A lost lamb wandereth in, with nary a peep from the bell. Well, thou shouldst my purpose know. What can this old handmaid provide thee?
So it's a different handmaiden. And she seems to have been waiting for the bell to chime for another undead to come. It's almost as if the game repeats itself forever. So this NPC pretty much gives you all the clues you need to piece together that linking the fire is an infinite task forever, and doesn't bring about true solution. It just kind of delays the inevitable.
To skirt the curse's grasp, tarry not for long. 'Tis dark for now, and not a soul stirs. But remember, fires are known to fade in quiet. Or perhaps thou'rt captive already, like the poor girl.
I'm not sure which poor girl she's referencing. It could very well be that she is referencing... God, what could she be referencing? Is she referencing the Firekeeper at the shrine? Is she referencing the woman from Kareem, the nun? Could be. Could be that the woman from Kareem saw this and was like, oh shit's dark. I can't be a Firekeeper, this is too much for me. So that's a theory. I'm not sure if that's an official theory, but it's a theory that I have right now because I don't know any better. I wish I knew everything about Dark Souls lore, but so much of it is up to interpretation that it's kind of hard to do anything. Well, in any case, do you say anything else? No, you don't. Alright. So she sells some new stuff. The Priestess Ring, which increases faith. I like to keep rings on me. And most importantly, the Wolf Knight set. Those of you who have played Dark Souls 1's DLC know exactly what this is. Helm of a Knight tainted by the dark of the abyss, the twilight blue tassel is damp and will ever remain so. A vanquished knight left behind only wolf's blood and his legacy of duty. The undead legion of Farron was formed to bear his torch, and the armor of these abyss watchers suggests their own eventual end. This is the armor of a badass from Dark Souls 1, and arguably one of the hardest fights in Dark Souls 1, and it's like the second fight of the DLC. This armor's for real. And how are its stats? It's got a lot better protection than what I'm currently wearing, and better poise, but I lose all of that lightning resist I have. Which isn't too bad, but I'm going to need lightning resist for at least 2 of the remaining, 5 bosses in the game? Specifically, the final optional boss is very tough without really good lightning resist. And the first boss in the non-optional bosses I have to fight also has some lightning stuff. So I'm probably not going to wear this, though I am still tempted to buy it. I'll leave it here for now. I think I can use my soul's bearer
Not tarry long.
for our stuff back at the shrine. Because I've got like 3 level ups on me right now. Well, in any case, that is, I'm pretty sure, everything there is to do here. Just to double check, I will go up here and give a peek around here to the nothing. There's a lot of nothing up here. I don't believe there's an invisible wall here either, so that's it. Because that's it. Wrong button. Back to the Shrine Bonfire. Alright. So we found the secret hidden optional area for the second ending of the game. If you don't find that, the only ending available to you is either the first ending or the even more secret third ending where you have to do a bunch of NPC side quests correctly.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine.
So I can give her the Eyes of a Firekeeper to initiate the availability of the second ending. I'm not going to do that right now.
Very well. Then touch the darkness, pagan.
But doing that also changes the music completely for this zone. So I'm going to cap it at 40. Yeah, because after 40 it's by 1. Instead of by 2 or 3. So I'm at the soft cap now for strength. The hard cap is 60. I'm not going to get to 60. That would be an extra 20 points of damage, which, I mean, could be worthwhile, but I'm not going to get another 20 level ups and spend them all there. I have better places to spend my levels. Since I'm still not at the soft cap for endurance, I will continue to dump into there. I've got way more than enough health, to be honest. I have more health than when I defeated all the bosses in my first playthrough.
Farewell, Ash of May the Flame.
So I believe that grabbing those Eyes of a Firekeeper may also trigger what's-his-face over here to have some slightly different dialogue.
Ah, found her, did we? And the black eyes that shimmer within, I see. 'Tis as if it were but yesterday. We did all we could to spare her from them. Much has happened since. Mayhap I should apprise thee of what the thin light of these eyes might reveal to the eyeless firekeeper. Scenes of betrayal, things never intended for her ken, visions of this age's end.
So he talks about the end of the Age of Fire, which can be brought about by giving her those eyes and then being in the game and talking to her at the final fire instead of linking it. But then there's a second half to that, which is kind of secret and most people didn't do their first time through.
The eyes show a world destitute of fire, a barren plain of endless darkness, a place born of betrayal. So I willed myself Lord to link the fire, to paint a new vision. What is thine intent?
So it turns out Ludleth knew about the eyes. It's like, you know what, if some undead finds these and gives them to the Firekeeper, he's gonna become Gwyn 2.0. And that's not cool. We don't need Dark Souls 1 Man 2.0. So instead I'm gonna go to these untended graves, go hide them behind a few invisible walls, and hope he never finds them. And now I'll go sit on this throne and guide him. So he's basically trying to avoid Dark Souls 1 repeating itself. Which is basically the End of Fire ending, I believe. More or less. So we can transpose a few things from the souls we've gotten. So we've got the soul of Consumed Osiris. So there's your White Dragon Breath. Pretty cool. We also have a few more souls to look at too. Let's see. The Moonlight Greatsword. Which its physical damage is really low. That's because it was just recently nerfed. It used to do over 100 physical, I'm pretty sure. They nerfed it, and they nerfed the scaling on it. I'm pretty sure it used to be a D scaling, it's now an E. And the magic was also slightly nerfed, but they buffed the magic scaling on it, because I believe the magic was also a D at first, and now it's a C. So that's the weapon that a lot of people were using for PvP, because of the added magic benefits. But now that it's basically a magic weapon, I don't think it's going to be as useful to most people who are using it more as a strength weapon. The projectiles it launches are quite nice, and as a matter of fact, there's some bugs in PvP where sometimes they're invisible. Which makes it really fucking lethal and annoying to deal with. Like, what do you like doing in your Souls game? Dodging invisible projectiles from invaders? I sure don't. Especially when it looks like they just swung their sword and missed. Then invisible projectile. It's honestly one of the more aggravating PvP weapons, just because of the weird shit that can happen. So I'll buy it anyway, just because I love the Moonlight Greatsword. I'll never use it. I'm not getting 26 intelligence. That's not happening. We also have Gundyr's halberd, which is a good strength weapon that I'll probably never use. Or we can get his chain, which increases the damage you take. However, you get more vigor, endurance, and vitality. Now, I'm pretty good on vigor and endurance, and I don't care that much about vitality. But I'm probably going to use this more than I use the halberd, so I will take it just because it's a ring. So the old cast iron halberd has the power to break poise and is said to never crumble. Seeming to suggest that Gundyr was fated to eternal service from the beginning. So yeah, this is basically just a halberd with the charge moveset, except it has a sweep attack at the end of it. Alright. So all that said and done, I'm gonna go check real quick to see. Actually, I don't need to check at the blacksmith. I can just check right here. How many chunks do I have? I am literally one chunk short of plus 9 weapon, and therefore plus 10. We are so close. Do we have a bone shard? No. So, with that done, we move back to Dancer. And it's been an hour. I think I'm going to end my session here. Seems like a good time to do so. I've got stuff to do. I'm sure you guys watching have stuff to do. And I need to record at least one more time this week to make sure I have footage from last week. So as of the time of this recording, part 34 just went up, and part 35 is the last part I have recorded, and that's going up tomorrow. So in any case, I think that'll do it for now. Can't get invaded in here, so I'm not too worried about lingering around. Yeah. I don't have time to do the next bonfire, even though it's like 5 minutes away. Oh well. So when we come back next time, we'll climb that ladder, we'll do the next bonfire, and we'll hopefully take care of the next boss. And I've probably got another 4 sessions of recording to do to even finish this game, because this next area is quite the slog, and it's probably going to take over an hour to clear. And then the area after that might even take 2 hours to clear. And then it's just the final boss and the final optional area, which is going to take 2 to 3 hours to clear. Like, the final boss might take an hour on its own, depending how many times I die. The final optional area could take up to 4 hours, depending how many times I die on the final optional boss. Which shouldn't be too many if I decide to just give up and summon. But I won't summon for the final boss, because I did it on my own the first time. I'm doing it on my own this time. So in any case, I'm rambling now. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time.